Hello everyone, welcome to You Just Got Read. This is my channel where I go into psychic readings to decipher what your current energy is displaying and help you understand the bigger picture. So my darlings, my angels, this is a pick a card reading to where you get to choose exactly which pile is calling out towards you. So you will shortly see on the next screen some options for you to choose from so you can get a more tailored, personalized experience in regards to what your current energy is deciphering for you. So to do this, all you need to do is use your intuition, pick a chosen pile, and then scroll down to the description box where you'll be able to see which pile you have selected, and there will be a timestamp located next to that pile, and you will have to do is double tap and click on that timestamp, and you will be fast forwarded to your video section. Okay, so with that being said, let's not take up any more time, and I will see you in your chosen piles. Okay, so please do take care for now. Bye. Alright, so for those of you who have chosen pile number 1, for those of you who have chosen the drums and are single, this is the place to be right now, okay? Because you are about to just get read. So first card up we have for you, pile number 1, singles, is I must focus on wanted to manifest wanted. So angel, your vibration right now, okay, is in a place where you are currently being surrounded by people that may not provide you with the substance that you are actually looking for, and you may feel as though there's no one that's actually matching your interests. There's people out there that are displaying different characteristics to what you're actually wanting. And now I can see for you what your energy is trying to say is, focus more on what you would rather desire rather than focusing on the unwanted or focusing on what there is lack of. Because the more you focus on what there is a lack of, the more you're going to see that in your environment, the more that's going to see in your reality, and that's the signs that's going to be constantly surrounding you. And of course, I know you're not really trying to be in the place where things are not literally coincided with what your desires actually are. So the key here for you is to focus on what is actually wanted and not allow what you don't want to kind of cloud your aura or cloud your energy, because you are moving and transitioning into a place where you're going to be met by somebody who actually provides the values that you are actually looking for. But first, because there's so much of a build-up of, constantly seeing negatives and constantly seeing things that you don't want to see, that has so much hold on your vibration. So first of all, because that's got so much momentum going, we do have another side where it's like, okay, I want this, however, I'm currently receiving this. And what you're currently receiving has so much momentum going to where that needs to die down and subside so you can actually raise your vibration of what is actually wanting for you. So the key here is, don't really focus on what's unwanted, okay? Let it go and allow your true nature, what you're actually wanting, to actually expand and be the shining star, should I say, or be the one that's got the most biggest emphasis, okay? Because that's exactly what's about to come through for you. You're gonna get exactly what you want when it comes to your love life, but energies are just clearing around you so you can be met with your actual desires. And the universe is saying that don't give up, okay? Keep strong, even though it's very annoying to have things that just don't even go with what you're wanting. It's very annoying to be met with the same past issues, the same past people, and the same things that just rub your back the wrong way. So continue to have faith, continue to stand strong, and continue to know that you're going to get exactly what you are looking for. Okay, pay attention to any signs and symbols that are trying to call your attention. Okay, you may be met by somebody who is not exactly your usual type, but you will have to see exactly where they're coming from. You'll have to see them in a different light to what you're used to actually being seen. Okay, focus on the positives. What is it you're actually wanting from someone? Because that is exactly what you need to keep in your mind frame. Don't pay attention to what negatives they may be portraying, because again, that is exactly what's going to cloud your judgment. And we must remember, not everybody is perfect, not everybody is going to have 100% of what you're looking for, but they will have some elements to where you will be able to attract that specific element from them to how you can progress and move forward in love. Okay, how you can build on the connection, because you must remember first that they're their own person as well, and you are your own person. So you both will have individual lives, and then you'll come together and share a life that is mutual. Okay, you must understand you will have boundaries and they'll have boundaries as well. But the key to making a relationship work is to allow yourself to, you know, be more focused on where you are going rather than what they have going on, because what they have going on can mess up your whole vibration and put you back in the past to where you're trying to remove yourself from. Okay, and you know, I can see here that you're very comfortable right now with the position that you are in. You're very comfortable and happy having this peaceful life, having this non-stressful life, to where I see you may feel lonely, you know, you may be in this energy of solitude to where you're like, you know what, I'm just gonna stick to myself and focus on myself, focus on my career, focus on what I'm actually trying to achieve. And that is the best thing that you can do, because the more you focus on yourself, the more you allow yourself to grow, and the more you allow yourself to attract your actual desires. Okay, because the key here is being at peace with where you're currently at, and you're doing so well with that. So it's inevitable that somebody will come along and usher in those same qualities that you do have, and you know, share some similar context to where you'll be able to grow together so beautifully, because you both cultivate this sense of inner peace, and you both have a general understanding of what it means to actually be in a committed, desiring relationship. So we have receptive and we have deeply. Okay, so I'm seeing that yes, you are definitely looking for a relationship, and you're definitely looking to see what's out there for you. And I can see that, you know, you're ready to have a love that's more romantic, have a love that, you know, it's not just based on physical attraction or based on looks or the body. You're ready for something that's more meaningful, and I can see that's definitely coming for you. Okay, the more you focus on, you know, yourself and, you know, your own values, the more somebody else will be able to meet you at that level. Okay, don't stoop down to anybody's level. Don't allow anybody to kind of change your own perception of things. Allow yourself to come in agreement with what you're actually looking for. And when it comes from yourself, that's how you know exactly what you're wanting, and you know exactly where you want to be. So you have nothing stopping you at this moment in time, part one. So some current advice for you is, we have, life would be a lot more fun if everyone's middle name was mother effing. Okay, so this says, make today fun by silently inserting mother effing into the name, sorry, get tongue twisted, into the name of everyone you come into contact with. Ben mother effing Franklin, grandpa mother effing Bob, that lady from accounting, she's now Carol mother effing Cooper from accounting. Somehow this makes those financial spreadsheets more bearable, right? It's going to be a great mother effing day. Okay, so you know, those people that's really, you know, grinded your gears in the past, let them go and allow yourself to really, you know, feel more at peace knowing that everyone's really effed up. If we're honest, like, everybody's got their own faults, everyone's got their own things that, you know, they're working on and they need to sort out, they need to improve, etc, etc. So, you know, don't really focus too much on what other people have going on. The key here is to focus on what you have going on. Build your life in such a stable and peaceful way, and you know, you'll be able to pursue and have a loving connection with somebody because you know that your foundation is strong and firm. Even if that other person's foundation is literally, you know, in bits, that will not affect you because your vibration is already strong, it's already committed. So you'll in turn allow the other person's vibration to rise by you being a leading example. So, you know, it's just a stage of life, right? We all go through ups and downs and all these things. So the key here for you, Power One, is to allow yourself to focus on your own internal growth, focus on your own self-development, and, you know, really pay attention to what you are looking for, and, you know, don't really back down from what you are wanting. Keep that in your mind's eye, keep visualizing, you know, the type of relationship you desire to be on, and don't focus on the things that you don't want, because that will invite that into your life, and we don't really want any more momentum building towards the negatives and the things that are going wrong. We want that to subside, and we want the momentum of love, laughter, happiness, prosperity to grow even more bigger, and so it'll be a much more funner experience for you when you enter this relationship. So, you know, I'm not saying that everything's going to be rosy and everything's going to be, you know, consistently happy, because that's just a lie, right? But the key here to help you stabilize your foundation, help you keep your energy stabilized, and help you keep your self in balance, is to really just focus on yourself, and, you know what you're wanting, and know that you're going to get exactly that, and nothing is going to stop you. Nothing can be in your way. Even if things go wrong, still don't look at the negatives, continue to focus on the positives, and you'll get to exactly where you need to be. So that's all for you, pile number one. Thank you very much. Alright, so for those of you who have picked pile number two, so for those of you who are currently in a relationship, I can see here that there is a strong message that this is somebody that you may have a child with, or somebody that you may be potentially looking to start a family with. I'm getting a couple of messages here. So first message is that you have been taking on a lot of the responsibility of, you know, looking after the home, looking after children, and literally just making everything your priority. And I can see here that you've been currently, you know, really stressed out about how to kind of sort out the load between you and your person, and how to literally, you know, have a balanced life to where you can actually breathe and relax, and, you know, also have time to yourself. So I'm seeing here there's been some difficulties when it comes to, you know, sharing time management and sharing you know, what you are actually wanting from a relationship with your person, because I'm seeing there's some power struggles between the both of you, and there is this notion that the other person may have in their head that, you know, that things are just constantly stressful, things are just constantly going wrong, and there's a lot of this energy to where, you know, there's a lot of just burdens, okay, surrounding you, of this energy to where, you know, there's not much love, there's just a lack of peace, and, you know, there's a lack of understanding, you know, the roles that you both are actually playing in this relationship. And I can see here that you may be deciding that, you know, your energy is really just fed up with, you know, what's going on, because your other person may be just, you know, giving you so much to do without having any thought and consideration in regards to what you have on your plate, and if, you know, you can mentally cope with what's going on within the relationship. And if you don't have a child, this can just be your inner child wanting to be nurtured, or wanting to have fun again, wanting to play, wanting to smile, wanting to laugh, and just wanting to have that joy that you used to have, because I'm sensing that the spark has kind of been lost a bit between the relationship because of other commitments and other things that, you know, you both may have going on, and there's just no love, okay? The love is starting to slowly die down to where, you know, you feel like, you know, you don't really belong here anymore. You feel like, you know, things are just withering away. You know, you have to do what the other person wants, or perhaps, you know, you feel like you might lose this person, and this is somebody that you really care about. And we can see here, because you've literally gone through hell and back with this person with the Embrace the Dark card, okay? Like, we can see, like, this woman, she's like very, you know, she's all cloaked in black, and then you've got this woman over here all cloaked in white. You know, we've got the mystical cat, okay, which is the sign of intuition, wisdom, knowledge, prophecy, and, you know, really having that royal energy. So what you're higher self is wanting you to know in regards to your relationship right now is that it's okay to go through dark times, and it's okay to not know it all. However, you must be able to stand up for yourself and state exactly, you know, what's going on within, so you can get your needs met as well, because you do not have to listen or do exactly what the other person is wanting from you, because if it's taken away from your own sense of value, your own sense of self-worth, if it's, you know, disrespecting your own personal boundaries, then, you know, you have to kind of speak up about what's going on, because that is not a life that you want to continue living, because in the end you're just going to be living for them and your life is literally just a waste, right? And of course, you know, we all have our own sense of independence, and we must have some sort of boundary place to where your needs will get met and the other person's needs will get met, but in such a way where it comes across as compassionate, okay? Because I'm sensing there is a lack of empathy right now in your connection, and you may feel like you're very close to giving up, because I'm seeing as well, you know, you are starting to feel guilty for things that you don't even need to feel guilty for, things that other people have given or ushered towards you that's not your responsibility to care for anymore, and it's really depleting your own sense of happiness. So I'm sensing here that this is actually going to stop now, and you're going to exactly tell your partner, or your partner's going to tell you, you know, that they want to apologize for their actions, and they want to just, you know, live in a present moment, not think about, you know, all the stress and all the burdens and all the things that's been going on within your relationship that's just not working. Because I'm sensing here that, you know, you both need a break. Okay, you both need a break from your commitments, your responsibilities, and, you know, to usher in the love again, and literally just sit with yourselves and just have that genuine conversation to where you can both just understand exactly where you're both coming from, so you can, you know, move from this dark place and shift into a place where you feel like you're being heard, and you feel like, okay, I can cope with certain things now, I can, you know, feel the ecstasy for life now without having to suffer in silence, or without having to feel as though, you know, it's always your fault, you take the blame, when in actuality you're actually the one that's trying to help. But because, you know, somebody wants power here, you can't see exactly clear right now. So the advice here for you, part one, is, so we have your gut knows what's up, trust it. Okay, so your gut wants to talk and it always has your back. All you got to do is listen up and not be a punk about whatever it's got to say. Even if you're fuzzy on the right thing to do, your gut usually knows what the wrong thing to do is. Maybe the right thing to do is anything but what you're tempted to do out of spite and fear. Yeah. So the main key focus here is, you know, pay attention to what you're feeling, because what you're feeling is exactly correct. And, you know, have that conversation, have that talk about exactly, you know, how you're feeling and what's really on your mind, to allow the other person to truly understand and come across in such a way where it's compassionate, and you know exactly that you're coming from a place of love rather than from a place of revenge or hate, because that can literally backfire on you. Okay, because once you have that conversation and you know that you've released it, it's then up to the other person to accept what you've said and to understand, or to continue acting how they've been acting previously. So if they want to continue in that sense, then you know you've did what you could do, and it's time to move forward and move past the situation. Choice is yours. Or perhaps, you know, if once you've spoken to them and they've understood and you can start to see the subtle changes, then you know exactly that, you know, there is a sense of improvement coming here. And the key here is to literally have those positive thoughts in your mind and not have the thought of expecting them to take things in the wrong way, because if you have that in your mind, that's exactly what you will see, and that's exactly what you will start to attract. The key here is to attract what you're actually wanting and not what you don't want, to make this situation improve. Okay, so pile number one, that's it for you for now. Thank you and take care. Alright, so for those of you who have chosen pile number two, for my singles, okay, clear message we have here for you. So I'm seeing here somebody may have taken advantage of your sexual nature. Somebody may have taken advantage of, you know, lusting over you, desiring over you, or, you know, really just using you for your image, your body, and literally just what you have to offer. Because with this respect card coming out, it appears as though, you know, somebody didn't really respect your time, your efforts, your boundaries, and literally respect what you are looking for. Because I'm seeing that you wanted to be with somebody who was, you know, very stable, somebody who had a good tradition, somebody who knew exactly what they're looking for, somebody who wanted a deep connection, you know, someone you want to be with, to build a family life with, someone you can build a business with, somebody that you can, you know, share your time and energy in such a way where it promotes benefits rather than, you know, attracts or detracts your value and makes you feel as though your self-worth is now placed in a place where you're starting to feel unworthy of your placements, right? And I can see here, you know, your higher self really wants you to continue to progress and focus on your inner peace and your inner self-worth, okay? And really let go of the people who are just really attracted to you for your looks, attracted to you, you know, based on what you can offer to them sexually, based on you know, if you can just have like a quick fling with them, have a quick shag, you know, just have, you know, be that 1 minute wonder, or literally, you know, just lust after you because you look good, but not actually caring about how you feel within, and not caring about, you know, what your future goals and prospects are. Because those type of people, it's literally temporary pleasures, and if they do that with you, you know, there's literally so many people out here in this world that are attractive and that look good. So you can just imagine how many people they're looking at, or how many people they're trying to invest themselves in because of their sexual nature that somebody else is bringing towards them, because they look good, or, you know, they would look like they would be fun in bed, or be fun to be intimate with, or just have some temporary pleasure, you know, just to fulfill a hole that's within them. So I'm seeing here for you, you know, continue to love without, you know, judging these people that have come into your life so far, because of course everybody's on their own journey, and it's about you really finding yourself and knowing that you have self-worth, knowing that you have your own values, and knowing that you are looking for something much more deeper. Because these people, even though, you know, they have come in and they've just given you quick temporary pleasure, that's not something that you are actually desiring and looking for. We can actually look back and thank these people, because they have in turn allowed us to get more clearer on exactly what we're looking for when it comes to relationship, and not allow us to, you know, really go off track and lose ourselves, because they're literally just making us believe in a dream that is not true to themselves. Because initially these are people that you've attracted in the past, they do want deeper commitments, but there's something within them that they need to heal. Because if they're just going to you based on your sexual looks and, you know, your sexual attraction, then you know that they have to find within themselves what they are looking for, because there's definitely something that there is missing. And I'm sensing that also with this diversity card here, that you have been met with people who are not really on the same, you know, time frame, not really on the same paths as you. You know, there's so many opposing beliefs that you and your past people have been met with, to the point where, you know, they kind of made you feel as though they can't offer you any more than what they're currently offering. You know, they're coming up with the ideas that this is my life, this is how I am, I can't change, this is how my parents were, or this is what I am used to, this is exactly how I'm presenting myself, kind of way. So it's a good thing that you kind of, you know, remove that energy from your life, because these people kind of limiting you, or kind of kept you stuck in a box, okay? Because they could actually see your potential, but they decided to give you nothing more but, you know, just sexual based chemistry, which, you know, of course it's nice to, you know, feel, you know, sexually wanted or sexually desired, or be made to feel beautiful. However, when that's the only thing that you're receiving, when you're wanting and desiring so much more, it becomes off as, you know, a burden. It comes off as something that you're not looking for. It comes off as annoying, because you know exactly what you're looking for. You know there's much more depths that could be had within this connection that you and somebody could have had, but because their mind is so limited to, you know, just certain things, and are not willing to explore or go more in depth with you, you know that it was the right thing for you to do, to cut these people off, because they were simply just draining your time, draining your energy, and, you know, just using you for what's on the outside and the physical. Because you have to question yourself, like, if we didn't have these looks, you know, would you actually be with me? And 9 times out of 10 the answer would be no, because these people, they have no substance, they have no growth about them. They're just simply here for temporary pleasure, okay? And you are deserving of so much more. So it's very important that, you know, you continue to literally respect yourself and respect where you are going, because you're going to be met with somebody who wants to put that ring on your finger, and who wants to marry you, who wants you to take you, you know, to deeper depths, and who wants to understand you on a deeper level rather than just that surface level, because those are the people that's actually going to help you and the planet, you know, literally just grow more, and, you know, see more, do more, and help, you know, kids, future people in years to come see that there's actually love worth having, rather than just seeing what's in the outside, because the outside always fades, right? You know, we all grow old, we all have looks that change over time. So, you know, it's not about just being with me for my sexual looks, but it's about actually seeing what's beneath the surface rather than what's just on the exterior. So the advice for you, Pearl 2, is we have integrity is the new black. So that's basically saying, you know, continue to hold your values, continue to stay strong, and continue to do the right thing. Do what's right for you, and don't stoop down to these people's levels that are, you know, just disrespecting your boundaries, or, you know, just seeing you as an scapegoat, or seeing you as somebody that they can just have a quick fling with and just, you know, dump in the trash when they're done with, you know, somebody that's just not really serious. I'm thinking that it's time for you to literally, you know, be with somebody that's actually serious and committed for you, and not just looking towards you for, you know, just temporary self-pleasure. So yes, continue to hold your values and continue to stay strong, and, you know, remain firm in what you're looking for, and you will find that person who is literally going to respect you and respect your body, and, you know, literally please you in the right ways that you are desiring. So pile number 2, thank you so much, take care. Alright, so for my people who are in a relationship who have picked pile number 2, this is going to be your reading. So I can see here you are about to get the recognition that you deserve, and you're about to be, you know, starting to fulfill your dreams, starting to move forward, starting to see more progress in your relationship, because there is a surprise that is coming for you, something that you've been really wanting, something that you've been waiting for, something that's going to make you feel good. You and your partner are going to enjoy it and share much more happier moments, okay? This is going to be a time where you both are literally going to, I'm hearing is settle down. You know, there's going to be so much more progress, there's going to be so much more equal give and take in the relationship, and the both of you are in a position to where you're going to be, you know, letting go of, you know, the past, letting go of, you know, the things that weren't working, and literally be moving forward towards, you know, actually transforming together. Because I'm seeing that your person had a lot going on to where they didn't really understand you know, your views when it came to relationship, and they've been actively working on self-improvement. They've been actively working on transforming, you know, not just for you but for themselves as well, because they want to be better. And I can see here this person, your person, you know, they're having much more positives in regards to changes in their home life, changes in their career, changes when it comes to their friendship circle. You know, there's overall improvement, and that is because you've helped this person, you know, see the true nature in what it means to actually love somebody, you know, without condition. And that's something that a lot of people are learning, because a lot of people love, but there's a condition to love. You must do this and then I'll love you, or if you don't do this then I won't love you. But I'm seeing here for this connection, you know, you're moving past that stage and you're moving towards more unconditionality, to where, you know, things may not be perfect, things may not be A1 all the time. However, I'm seeing, you know, you're willing to work through what is unseen, what is unhidden, and what's keeping you trapped in certain cycles. And you're moving away from the past to where you're going to be met with a whole new beginning, a whole new position, to where, you know, you both are recognizing the values that you both hold against each other. And, you know, you're recognizing that there is so much beauty in the differences that you both share, because when you both hold different values, even though, you know, you hold them to such a high regard and a high status, you both are willing to learn from each other, rather than trying to convince each other to you know, switch over or do something that's more convenient for you or for them. You're understanding, okay, this is what your person wants, and this is what you want, and you're able to meet each other in the middle, because you're understanding that there is so much beauty in contrast, there's so much beauty in being different, because you get to learn a lot more about life, and that's what's making your relationship more fun. It's making it more exciting, and it's allowing you as well to heal certain parts of yourself that you never knew needed healing. So I'm seeing that you both here are on this journey of growth, to where, you know, you're starting to look forward to the future now. You're starting to look forward to the more positive aspects about life and about yourself, and you're starting to look forward to see, you know, what's about to happen, you know, tomorrow or the next hour or the next week, whatever the situation may be, because you understand that, you know, time is constantly on the go and things are always changing. So, you know, what wasn't working today can work tomorrow, and it's about you both understanding and having that deeper connection with each other to, you know, really sit through and embrace both your dark sides, and allow you both to understand, you know, what your tics are, and, you know, what lights you up inside, and what makes you feel like you want to hide away. There's a lot of emphasis on understanding each other's journey, and understanding, you know, how you can make things work without it having to be a struggle, or without there having to be a breakup, or without there having to be, you know, just this so much internal conflict and internal turmoil. So pile number 2, the advice we have for you is, maybe you can literally even. So this says, think you can't even slow your eye roll. Step back and give it another think. Guess what? Chances are you probably can even with a way better attitude and some love in your heart. Today, if you catch yourself feeling like a basic bitching out on somebody, take a deep breath and call on all your hood rat angels. Remember that you and all beings are tiny specks of the divine, and surprise yourself with how you literally just evened, okay? So anytime you feel as though, you know, I feel like you're gonna be changing your perspective a lot, okay? When it comes to your relationship, you're not gonna allow your past thoughts to continue into the present moment, because you can recognize that what happened in the past is not what's happening in the present moment. And it's key for staying in the present moment is to use new ideas, utilize change, and understand that there's always new concepts that are on the horizon. And because you can understand that there's so many differences in the world, there's so much different cultures, there's so much different opinions, so much different beliefs, you know, you're able to understand that, okay, you know, maybe if I can look at it in a different way, or I can understand it in a different way, you know, I can make this shift much more easier for me, to where I can still enjoy my relationship, I can still enjoy the experience it's bringing me, and I can still have fun, regardless of the difficulties that may present themselves. I can, you know, change my perspective on it by having that conversation, and, you know, recentering my focus and making things happen, instead of, you know, staying stagnant and holding on to things that just need to be let go because they're now of the past, okay? So pile number 2, I hope you enjoyed that reading. So take care for now. Bye. Alright, so for those of you who have picked pile number 3, for those of you who are single, this is going to be what's going on in your love life. So what I can see for you, pile number 3, is you may have been in the past put in some type of competition when it comes to, you know, you finding the one that's for you, or you finding somebody that's actually just going to stick with you, somebody that's just loyal, somebody that only has eyes for you, and somebody that wants to actually just progress and start a beautiful relationship with you, because I'm seeing here there is a need for forgiveness, and I'm sensing that this is definitely forgiveness of the past and forgiveness of the past person that you was with. I'm picking up that you had an ex or somebody that you was in communication with who really didn't, you know, treat you right, or, you know, who really didn't put you first or put you in a position to where you feel as though you are the only one. Because I'm sensing that you thought that you and this person would be soulmates. However, things actually took a whole shift to where you felt as though, you know, this person, they didn't really take the time out to learn you. They didn't really take the time out to spend with you. You know, this person was constantly busy. They just had other plans. They had other intentions, and they literally, you know, didn't meet you where you wanted to be met at, okay? And your higher self really just wants you to let go of the past, let go of this person, and just let go of, you know, the things that happen, because you are meant to, you know, you're meant to be in such a position to where, you know, life is all about surprises. Life is all about allowing yourself to see or have different experiences. So you're going to be put in a position to where you're going to be experiencing different people and seeing exactly, you know, what you're actually wanting from a relationship, because this is a time space for you right now to get clear on what you are wanting, so you can allow yourself to grow, allow yourself to see, okay, this is exactly what I am wanting. There's going to be a lot of transformation happening for you around your love life, and you're going to allow yourself to put the past to rest and, you know, literally just go out more and, you know, take yourself out on dates, you know, really just start dating again, and not put yourself in a position to where you become closed off from love because of what's happened in the past. Because, you know, it's really easy for us to get in that mindset and get in that mentality that everyone's the same, you know, there's no good people out here, people don't really value me, I'm just gonna stick to myself and done, right? It's time for you to explore right now the hidden depths to what you are actually wanting, because there's definitely a surprise in store. I'm sensing that there is a potential for you to meet somebody when you go outside and start just exploring, start getting back in the dating field, because you will get met with what you are wanting, okay? So the advice we have for you is, it's up to you to find beauty in the ugliest days, okay? So everyone survived some super shitty days, but even when it comes to those crappiest of crap days, if you look back, you can pretty much always find something beautiful. Maybe someone was unexpectedly kind to you, or for a split second the startling gold sunset made you forget your life was crumbling. That helps a lot. Or perhaps that there were donuts with sprinkles at your first AA meeting. The trick is to train yourself to spot the beauty in that very moment, aka real time. It makes the ugly days a little less ugly, okay? So advice to you, you know, just see the beauty in all situations, and don't allow yourself to, you know, feel as if, you know, the world is literally crumbling on top of you and there is no escape, because there is always an escape. And it's about you just seeing the beauty in these situations. See the beauty in the people that's, you know, judged you. See the beauty in the people that's, you know, not really been the most loyal and kind to you, because they've all taught you something, and they've taught you to, you know, respect yourself more, and that you will be met with somebody who actually wants to take care of you, who wants to see you in such beautiful ways, and somebody who wants to cherish you because they see your value and they see that you have so much more to offer, okay? So pile number 3, that was your reading, so please do take care. All right, so for those of you who are in a relationship and have picked pile number 3, this is going to be what's happening in your love life for you. So I can see here that in the past, or perhaps now, currently, you know, there may have been people who have not been the most kindest to you, or people who have not really appreciated, you know, you for what you've brought to the table. They've not really seen that you have so much value, and they may have tried to, you know, paint you out to be somebody that you're not really because of the differences that you both share and hold. However, what I am seeing is your higher self wants you to know that you are exactly where you need to be right now, and that you have a place in this relationship, okay? And you must notice, okay, that you are worthy of this relationship. You're worthy of all good things. So don't allow, you know, anyone else's bad day to make you feel as though that you are not worth it, or that you are a burden to them, or that you are somebody that is just not good, because I'm sensing you have so much good intentions, you have so much love to offer, you have so much love to give, and you know, it's all about really having those positive thoughts and seeing yourself in such a beautiful light, because the more you think positive about your life and about what's happening in your love life and your current situation, the more you'll begin to see the beauty within yourself, the beauty within the people that you are met with, and your self-love will grow so much to the point where people will start to see your worth, people will start to see how attractive you're becoming, people will start to see how you know, beautiful you're becoming, and they'll start to see all the opportunities that are flocking your way because of your natural presence. Because I'm definitely seeing that you're a magnet to many, and that you are a magnet to, you know, attracting to so much good things towards you. Okay, and I'm also sensing that in your relationship, yes, there is a high physical attraction here, and you and your partner are literally like fire right now, okay? They're very much committed to you, they're very much attracted to you, and they want you to see your own self-worth. They want you to see, you know, how beautiful you are, because they can definitely see this, and they can definitely find, you know, your own beauty, but they want you to see your worth as well. And I'm sensing that your person, they may feel kind of guilty because they haven't really, you know, told you how much they're appreciative of you. They haven't really told you how much they're feeling about you. This is something that I'm sensing that they are keeping within, and that is why you may be feeling as though, you know, you're questioning yourself. Does this person really find me attractive? Do they really see how beautiful I am? Do they really see, you know, how much I can bring to the table? And the answer is yes, they do. However, they are not verbalizing this. They're not actively communicating this. So it's causing some you know, tension within you, to the point where you're starting to question yourself, and then all these doubts are starting to flood in, and then, you know, that's kind of clouding your reality to where you're starting to see the doubts more than you're starting to see the actual positives. So the energy right here right now is to, you know, not allow yourself to feel down, or not allow yourself to feel as though the person that you're committed with doesn't see you in such a positive light, or doesn't see you in such a way where they feel like you're beautiful, or they don't see your worth, because they actually do. But it's about you seeing your worth first, you seeing your attractiveness first, because the more you do that for yourself, the more your person will in turn start to actively vocalize these things and start to actively tell you exactly, you know, what's on their mind, because they feel as though, because you feel as though, you know, they don't see your worth, okay? And they actually do, but they want you to see this first, so, you know, things can keep moving. It's like the law of attraction, you know, if you feel this about yourself, anyone else that comes into contact with you will also feel the same. So it's time to kind of, you know, just kind of get rid of any doubts that you may have, because your person, they don't have those doubts, but it's because those things are in your mind to where you think that they have doubts, to where now they're kind of holding back from what they're actually feeling within. So, you know, what you are wanting is on the way. What you're wanting is on the way, and it's about you, you know, really having these thoughts that are positive to attract those experiences into your life. So the advice we have for you, pile number 3, is holy shit, you are enough, okay? So that says, what would happen if you let yourself drop all the reasons you've made up about why you're not good enough? What if you tried it just for today? You can always go back to believing you're not enough tomorrow, but you may find you like the way it feels to really like yourself. Really like yourself, right? Because it'll be a nice vibe. So the more you feel as though that you really like yourself, and there's no contradictory energy, you know, there's no opposing thoughts because other people haven't verbalized this to you, the more you'll begin to see that show up in your experience. Okay, you must remember you are the main character in your life, and you dictate exactly the type of experience that you want to see. And it all starts with your vibration, the way you feel about life, and the type of thoughts that you are having. So the more positive thoughts you're having and the more positive you are feeling, the more in turn you'll begin to see positive events transpire in your reality. Okay, it's just a matter of, you know, repetition. It's a matter of, you know, repeating to yourself how good you are, how much value you have, how much worth you have, and you'll start to see that in your experience. Okay, so do not give up. Okay, keep the relationship because it's something that is actually working very well for you, and you will see the investment return soon. All right, so pile number 3, I hope you enjoyed your reading, so please do take care for now. Bye.